What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about how much silver is too much silver, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Got a brand new video dropping tonight. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, and of course the limited edition only available until Christmas DYDSS Christmas line, all red everything. It's raising funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I was inspired to talk about something that I kind of sort of referenced in yesterday's video. For those of you who have not seen it, I posted a video, YouTube Rewind 2019 Silver Stacking Edition, where I go over my 10 best performing videos from this entire year so far, and one of the videos was about how much silver is enough silver, essentially talking about how much silver would I need, or how much silver would a person need to be satisfied or content or comfortable, etc., etc., etc. If you want to know my answer to that, go watch that video. Today I'm going to be talking about not how much silver is enough, but how much silver is too much. So, first and foremost, I wanted to talk about this for a very specific reason. I view silver as money, because silver is money. It's not fiat, it's not currency. Silver is money. And you always hear people talk about how some young celebrity has too much money, or how these horrible, greedy billionaires have too much money and they're selfish, even though they employ and give houses and cars and food on the table for, hundreds, if not thousands of people. Blah, blah, blah. We're not going to talk about that. But you always hear this term, too much money. Now, in my opinion and from my perspective, do I think that there is even such a thing as one specific person having too much money? Is that possible? In my opinion, no. I do not think such a thing exists. I do not think there is such a thing as having too much money. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's a realistic statement. However, I'm going to get into how you can decipher whether or not you may or may not be running out of room for silver a little bit later in the video, but I wanted to get back into talking about this whole too much money thing. The reason I said everything that I just said was because when everybody says, oh, you have too much money, or he has too much money, she has too much money, they're referring to fiat, they're referring to currency, and to be honest, money is not the issue. When these jealous people look at somebody who's doing really well for himself or really well for herself, and they're driving a nice new car, maybe they have a house that's bigger than they really need, maybe they're going on all these fancy vacations and doing all these crazy things, you're going to get these jealous people who don't make a whole lot of money thinking that they have too much money, when in all actuality, their level of income isn't even the problem. It's what they choose to do with the money that's the problem. And it's not even a problem, it's just a problem in that person's eyes. Everybody has a different perception, everybody has a different opinion. I would never want to be the type of person to get in the way or try to stop somebody from being able to speak freely. They're more than welcome to have whatever opinion that they want. I think it's just important to remember that even though you're entitled to an opinion, it's important to remember opinions aren't always right, and oftentimes they're not. But anyway, moving forward, away from the whole money, having too much fiat, too much currency, yada, 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 I want to talk about how you can decipher whether or not you're maybe running out of room for silver. And I think this is really important, because if and when you ever get to this point, you might actually say to yourself, oh my God, I think it's happened. I think I have too much silver. And the point I'm referring to is when you're getting to the position, maybe you've been stacking for years and years and years, decades and decades and decades, you haven't sold any of that silver, you haven't converted any of that silver into other types of metal, all you've been doing is stacking silver for 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years, and you've gotten to the point where you completely packed a safe full of silver. You can't put a single ounce more in there. So what do? You buy another safe. And what happens over time? That safe fills up. Then maybe you buy a third safe. That one fills up. Then maybe you get rid of one or two of those safes and buy a safe that's like 10 times the size of the safes that you had before, and it gets to the point where you fill that one up as well. And maybe it's to the point where it's getting a little bit ridiculous to have like a safe in every room of the house, or having one room dedicated to having 10 different safes in it. You might be at the point where you say to yourself, I have too much silver. Now, by me using that sentence right there, am I insinuating that there is such a thing as having too much silver? No, it might just feel that way because you have so much. There's no way in the world you can transport it. There's no way in the world you can exit your house if need be and take all of that with you. Silver weighs a lot, especially in bulk like that, especially when it's inside of a safe that probably weighs at least 100 or 200 pounds. You're looking at a several 100-pound safe now that it's packed with silver. You're really gonna just pick that up and toss it in the trunk of the car or the bed of the truck? All 10 of them? You really think that's possible or doable? I mean, it might be, but chances are, if you're smart, you probably bolted that safe down to the ground anyway, so how's that really possible? So my way of combating this, and I have not yet done it, it's just something that I plan on doing in the future, and I often refer to it and I talk about it in several of my videos, so I'm not going to deep dive into it all that much, but my plan, what I plan on doing, or at the very least what I hope to do, assuming that I'm able to time everything right and the silver to gold ratio closes in a little bit, that gap, it's not such a far stretch in between the two metals. What I plan on doing and what I hope to do in the future, many times, I'm hoping to do this several times over the next couple of decades. What I plan on doing is converting some silver into gold. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I talk about it all the time, but that's just my plan. No, I would not convert all of the silver into gold. No, I would not convert most of it. No, I would not convert probably not even half of it. I would just take a good portion of it. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. 5-10% maybe. I don't know. Just as arbitrary number. Take some silver and convert it into gold. It reduces the bulk, it reduces the weight. It's a good way of preserving those high silver spot prices, assuming that silver is the metal to jump up and gold, let's just say, stays where it's at. Maybe silver jumping up $10, $20, $30 per ounce. Maybe that's the reason that the silver to gold ratio gap closes in a little bit. And on that time, I would like to capitalize on that. I would see it as an opportunity, and that's just what I plan on doing. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever you want with your own money. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. We talk about all things money. It's not just about silver. It's not just about gold. Sometimes we'll talk about industries where a lot of cash is being made, and sometimes we'll even talk about some sports betting. And of course, we have a brand new video dropping tonight. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs. And for this month only until Christmas, feel free to get yourself the DYDSS Christmas gear, all red everything, and they are being sold to help raise funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, please head on down to the comments and let me know, what is your strategy when it comes to stacking silver long term? Are you on board with what I said? Do you plan on converting some of that silver into gold at some point? Do you plan on just stacking silver relentlessly. And when you run out of room for it, you're going to buy another safe, and then you're going to start filling that one up as well. What's your plan? What's your strategy? What is your goal? What are your objectives? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you just stop smiling. Peace.